It's that time of year. We should all be collecting our herbs and getting them out of the garden and deciding what we're going to do with them for the winter. I had to go into the annals of my videos because I am not feeling well this week and I have not spent my time in the garden like I want, so I decided to make some content while I was resting. So this is my garden from my last house, but I thought I would go ahead and share because no matter where I live, it's the same steps to drying your herbs. So first you want to gather all your herbs. As I gather them, I am picking off any dead ones, shaking off bugs. I'm only bringing in the best of the herbs. When you cut your herbs, you want to just get those fresh herbs that are on top, not the really woody ones that are towards the bottom. Friends, here's the thing about herbs. They really want to be trimmed, cut back, used. You want to be rough with your herbs because they do better with the pruning and the cutting. Oh, look at my background there. That's always been one of my favorite videos. So you just want to collect your herbs. I gather them into bunches because that's how I dry them. Depending on how you're going to dry them, you don't always have to cut them and put them into bunches immediately. This is just the way that I do it. You could just lay them in your basket like this and bring them in and to lay them out to dry. So don't think there's only one way to do this. It's just you want to get them out of the garden. You want to make sure there's no bugs or dead things. And then you're going to wash them. You have to wash your herbs. You don't know if a dog or a raccoon may have, peed on them. So just wash them off, get the dirt off, and now drying them. This step is so important. We can dry them. You want to get those drips of water off them. Some of my herbs I just lay out to dry. And yes, friends, in the summertime, my kids lose their kitchen table and we eat around herbs because I want them to all dry out. And then I have a section actually, this was in my old house. I don't have a good section yet in this house to dry my herbs, but I will. And then the storage. You want to store them in jars. You want to store them in bags. You want to store them in any way that's going to keep them from getting wet again. You really wanted to dry those out good before you ever stored them because you don't want these to mold. I had that happen with my dandelions in the spring and I was literally sick. And then here's the thing about your herbs, you've got to use them. Oh, this is me trying to get a good video one-handed of what the herbs look like. Oh, friends, not always aesthetic, but we get her done, right? So you can see that these are super dry. There's no way that these are going to mold in the jar while they're being stored. And these can store for years. But friends, use them. There's no reason to have jars of herbs and jars of things sitting around, tinctures, salves, herbal salts. If we're not using them, we need to use them. So tea is a great way to use them. You can make salves, you can make tinctures, you can make XMLs, you can make herbal infused honeys and butters and salves. But friends, use your